Hi, Alan Beckstead, and this episode I'm going to talk a little bit about my Mirror Mirror series, which is some of the pieces are here behind me. How I got started on this series is kind of interesting and to some extent bizarre. Um, Somebody that I worked out at a gym in San Antonio when we moved out here to California, and he was a bodybuilder. Out of the blue, he sent me like 4 or 5 photographs of himself. He's straight, married, kids, but of him in taking a picture of himself with an iPhone through the mirror. And then I actually figured out later, because as I loaded it on my computer, he probably took it at his parents' house and it was dated December 24th. So he's home for the holidays and taking pictures of himself in the mirror and then ultimately sending them to me. And I kept them for several years because I was like, well, what do I do with this? You know? And then I was like, but they really were pretty interesting, and I liked the reflections and from that. And so I went ahead and painted it. So that was the first one I did of the series. And then again, I got fascinated with, people that take pictures of themselves through the mirror. And certainly there's thousands of photographs of men, mainly, at least the ones I found, that they take pictures of themselves, whether it's at the gym or in their bathroom, but through the mirror. And so that's what really triggered the whole series and why I call it Mirror Mirror. And I went out through an art show at Art Saves Life in San Francisco and asked, if you have selfie pictures through a mirror, shirtless or not, but preferably, be proud of yourself, proud of your body. Will you send them to me? Now, my partner was horrified because he thought I was going to get thousands of people sending me photographs. I think I got two. but then from that, friends started sending me their photographs. And what I found kind of interesting about this is most had quite a few. They were like, oh, yeah, how many do you want? And I was like, oh, yeah, this is really kind of interesting because it's not something I would have ever thought to do or post on the internet or that. But it was their way of connecting with other people. They were proud of themselves. They were maybe trying to pick somebody up. Who knows, But that's what the series is all about. So it is not about finding the perfect body. In fact, I was happy with the fact that the ones I've done so far, there's a mix. And what I hope to do as I continue this series is get an even broader mix of people. Did pretty good on the ethnicities. There's Latinos, African Americans. I mean, I've kind of got that gamut covered. To some extent, age. Not looking for anybody underage, but older. In fact, really, what I would love to do is paint more older men that will do selfies. And so I'm hoping maybe through this segment, people are inspired to send me their selfies, and I will consider painting them.